everybody, and welcome back to Ace Attorney Trilogy. We're playing Justice for All. Turnabout Big Top, Part 3 Investigation. Let's go. Ah! Okay, I need to actually say something because it's kind of funny. Call me Febreze, sure. So I have been mainlining Dave the Diver, and today I came across a character who also talked with a puppet, and that puppet was also an asshole. And they were saying it's got something to do with, you know, like being able to speak through the puppet if you've had trauma. This guy makes way more sense now. That was kind of weird. Anyway, I do like the call me Febreze. I'm glad you smell nice, sweetie. Where the hell were we? I have no idea where the fuck we are now. We're still doing the investigation. I think, oh my god, I totally forgot everything. Let's go to the Big Top. Oh, thank god, I called it. I knew we had to go here sometime. Well, I've got a bad feeling about this. Nick! Wonderful. Today's special must be Filet of Phoenix! Say, heel! I don't like how many sparkles she has floating around her. Oh, Maya, Nick, it's you guys. I'm sorry, I guess I made a mistake. Mistake?
Yeah, a little one. I was thinking of teaching whatever primate was out there a lesson. But I was expecting more of a monkey than a human.
A monkey? Girl, you're fucking crazy! It's a pity about what happened to the ringmaster.
Dad?
Everyone loved him, didn't they? He must have been quite a man.
He was. I love my dad so much.
I hate to say it, but she doesn't seem all that broken up about her father.
That's why I feel so lonely. None of them will be able to see him for a while?
For a while?
Yeah. When Leon died, I talked with my dad, and he told me that when somebody dies, they just become a star in the heavens.
A star?
That means that my dad is looking down on me from the sky. That's why I love the night so much. I can see everyone who's gone.
When someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. Well, that's kind of sweet. But I bet you there's no way that Maya believes that. What do you mean there's no way I believe that? I hate it when she can read my fucking mind.
Do you think that one day I'll be a star too?
Oh, of course.
You really think so?
Yeah, you will, I think.
I've got a feeling that everyone is doing great up there in the sky.
I wonder if everything's alright with Regina.
She's a bit crazy.
Just to go back and clear something up, why did you want to teach Money a lesson?
Because he's a meanie. He's got something that means a lot to me.
Something that means a lot to you? Must be something shiny, right?
Actually, it's a stage costume. It's got lots of spangles. It's really beautiful. You should see it.
We should?
When the costume gets hit by the spotlight, it dazzles. Hey, Mr. Attorney!
Huh?
If you saw that monkey, get my costume back for me, right? It's really important to me.
But of course. Leave it all up to us! Yes, there's no turning down that request.
Yay! You're really gonna do it?
Fuck, she's crazy. Let's not. Let's go punch a... God, I don't like any of these people. Let's go punch a monkey. Acro's room, because that's usually what a monkey is. Right, wheelchair. Where's Money? Money's a great friend to me. That pile of treasure over there is his collection, huh? It is indeed. Money will bring anything back with him. Aw, that's so cute. Yeah, I'm not great with the ladies, but I seem to be pretty popular with the animals. Okay. Let's examine it again, then. Is there anything here? Because that's usually Money's business. Birdman! Okay, I guess not. Actually, I mean, we haven't looked here in a while. Pajamas. Because sometimes doesn't the monkey, like, stay here? Which one's a costume collection? No, I think I'm gonna have to find the monkey. Interesting. Hang on. What's with that fucking hole in the ceiling? The ceiling. It's like someone punched a hole in it. You're right. I wonder what happened. I don't even want to imagine what goes on in here. That's interesting. Well, there's a trampoline. He's got a broken trampoline and a cracked ceiling. Did he slam his head? Because that'd be really funny. Okay. Well, let's go. Circus entrance. Move. Big top. Move. Ringmaster's room. Nothing. Move. Cafeteria. Nothing. Okay. Talk to me about him.
It's Acro. Is he in his room today?
Yeah, he is. We just came back from meeting with him.
I hope his legs get better soon. Acro's so incredible, especially on the trapeze.
The trapeze is that enormous swing hanging from the top of the tent, right?
Yep, that's it. I really want to see him up there again. Acro the acrobat.
That's strange. Acro doesn't seem to have very many nice things to say about Regina. But Regina seems to like Acro just fine.
He's been a good friend to my dad for a really long time.
My dad always said, trust definitely no. Clowns on the little stooge. No comment. Okay. Evidence. I'm trying to just catch up a little bit. I forgot what happened 6 months, have you? I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Have you ever seen this before?
I know what this is.
Really?
Well, it was in my pocket for a while.
It was in your pocket? This piece of paper was in your pocket. Oh shit, son!
I guess I noticed it was in there around breakfast time.
Breakfast time?
Yeah, I always take Acro his breakfast in the morning. That's when I also take out the trash in his room.
Oh shit.
Then I go to the cafeteria and eat my own breakfast.
That's when you realized the piece of paper was in your pocket?
Yep, but since I'm not a murderer, I just figured it belonged in someone else's pocket.
And then what?
I wondered if the person who lost it was in trouble, so...
You didn't put it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria, did you?
I did! I stuck it up there, how'd you know?
So it was Regina who put it up there. When did this happen?
The morning of the murder, I think.
That explains a lot.
I wonder who wrote this. Sparkle, sparkle.
Note updated in the court record. Found in Regina's pocket on the morning of the crime. Took in breakfast, huh?
There's no denying it. Max is cool. I want to try flying someday with Max.
She's already flown off in her own little world.
Nick, I want to try flying too.
Okay, I'll think about it. Yeah, okay.
Yeet! That's Pepper, isn't it? From the cafeteria.
Huh? It's from the cafeteria?
It's not? I remember seeing it there.
So this was the cafeteria's Pepper.
You know, I'm not a big fan of Pepper.
That's interesting to know. Okay, she doesn't know anything about the box. Got it. Okay. I think we'll back off of this. And we're gonna go back to the circus entrance. I don't remember if I've presented him with this. Would you mind taking a look at this? Oh yeah, he just doesn't know fuck about shit. Got it. What about, this? No. Okay, she doesn't know about that one. I'm gonna try one more with the box. I just can't remember if I did, but I think he's not gonna say anything. Yeah, he doesn't say shit. So I'm wondering if, maybe, let me go back. Let me go to the detention center. Yeah, okay. I don't think I have enough to, talk to Acro yet. Oh, they must have taken Max in for questioning again. Shit! Alright. Anything at work? Anything at my office? Nope. Okay, maybe I do then. Let's go to the lodging house. We'll just go to Mo's room first. Okay. Mo's not here. What's that? I hear something. Stop it, Nick, you're scaring me. Fuck the monkey! Shock the monkey! Nick, it's money! That monkey's holding something. That's it! That's the thing that means a lot to Regina, remember? All right, time to take this monkey on attorney style. Is this monkey combat music? This is the best day ever. Oh, oh, oh! Ooh! Wow! Ooh! Yikes! Ah! I tried to have a monkey-to-monkey talk with him. I really did. Nick, I swiped it while Money was distracted. Wow, you're really on the ball today, Nick. I'm so fucking good at monkey fights, guys. Let me see it, let me see it. Well, you can see it fine from where you are. You know what I mean. I really want to try on Regina's costume. Maybe then they'll take you into the circus and I can get some peace and quiet. Damn, that's a bunch of snark. Well, what's the matter now? Oh, I just noticed something. Song text, don't need that. And also, I'm gonna shrink myself a bit. There we go. It doesn't fit me at all. Oh well, guess it's time for you to lay off the burgers. Not to mention it doesn't look like something any girl I know would actually wear. Stage costume added to the court record. A shiny spangled vest. It's not my size at all. Owned. Well, let's go back to the big talk, because she's probably gonna want her shit. Hey, I got your vest! Here you go, Regina! Yay, thank you! You really got it back for me! Yay! Don't mention it. I love you, Mr. Attorney. Blush. It's nothing. No wonder guys melt to mush in front of this girl. Oh my. Is he melting to mush? Hey, Regina? That costume's yours, right? I tried it on, but it didn't fit me. Huh? This costume? This isn't mine, it was Leon's. Leon's? You know, the lion she told us about. Oh, the one that someone killed. The murderer. Leon. He was killed, wasn't he? Oh, that's right. My dad killed him. Why? Because he was always lying around! Well, Leon did something really bad during practice. During practice? Leon was sitting down and then he opened his mouth. You know. Nyah! Uh-huh, uh-huh. Usually when he did that, I would put my head into his mouth. Uh-huh, uh-huh. You can't tomato me, bitch! Wait, you put your head in a lion's mouth? I sure did. And people in the crowd always love seeing me do that. They'd always start screaming! Sure they were screaming because they love seeing you do that? Anyway. What was the bad thing? Oh yeah, Leon bit someone during that practice. Thanks, cunt. Regina! Everything was alright though, right? No, it wasn't alright. That was the problem. My dad was incredibly angry. And that's when Leon... Yeah, that's when he became a star in the sky. Poor thing. Leon added to the court record. The animal show lion, shot by the ringmaster 6 months ago for biting a performer. Okay. Okay. So, let's see. Anything in the ringmaster's room? Nope. Is your cat actually named Leon? That's great. Oh, okay, we're here. Something smells fantastic. So we know it can't be Mo. Wait, I know what it is. It's burgers! Hello! Welcome to the
what bees do to Sir KK in the cafeteria!
Smells so good in here, and those burgers look great. She is drooling like she's some sort of crazed burger monster. My burgers are the best! Juicy meat, toasted buns, special sauce. They're absolutely irresistible to anyone with a hankering for a burger. One bite will send you into hamburger heaven! I bet, I can't tell by the smell. Whoa, I'm getting hungry too. Those burgers must have some kind of special power. Yeah, it is Wednesday, my dudes. Go get Wendy's. Now that the ringmaster is gone, what are you gonna do? Well, that's all I've thought about the past 2 days. Everyone loved Russell. You heard Acro's story, haven't you? Like how he's adopted when he was younger. He's calmed down a bit now, but he was livid when he heard about the murder. Acro was so upset that he said he couldn't go on. He was that upset? Yeah, he was. Anyway, I gave it some thought. Maybe I should give up on trying to be a half-baked clown. I've been thinking of trying on the ringmaster's shoes. What? Really? Well, Max would still be an issue, though. Max? Well, he may be a bit mean and hard to work with, but it's hard to argue its importance. He's probably the reason the circus is still around. A lot of what he says is right. No. All that's left is to see if everyone can get over the tragedy. You know? The tragedy, you know? What's he talking about? Get over what tragedy, Mo? Huh? Don't worry about it, it's nothing at all! It must mean the tragic death of the ringmaster, right? Yeah, that's it! You're right, girlie! Ding, ding, ding! Correctamundo! Doesn't he mean ding? Mo, I mean no disrespect here, but are you lying to us? No, not at all! What makes you think that? Just the way you said, if everyone can get over the tragedy, seems a bit strange. It sounded like you were talking about something from a long time ago. Mo, I'm right, aren't I? Oh, fuck-a-doodle. 2 locks, okay. So now we're getting closer to the truth. It was about 6 months ago. It was just a little accident. Give me a break! Us old men of accidents wear big pants for a reason! 6 months ago, eh? Alright, bitch. I wonder if I have enough to actually deal with this right now. Why don't we... fuck him up, Bam. Take that! Alright. Mo, please tell us what happened 6 months ago. What in the world went on in the circus? Okay, there's no need to look so scary when you ask me. Hey, look over there! Some juicy burgers! Let's eat instead! Unfortunately, I'm more of a grilled chicken sandwich man myself. Oh my. Actually, I've kind of got an idea of what happened back then. Mo, you said something about an accident? This wouldn't happen to be the cause of that accident, would it? I'm gonna guess it's Leon. Take that! Yep. I heard a little bit about it from Regina. Leon made a mistake during practice, right? How did you... On down. I told him so many times. You shouldn't be doing such dangerous acts. Like putting her head inside Leon's mouth, right? Yeah, but Regina believed in Leon. She believed so strongly that the ringmaster went along, he never could say no to her. Out of curiosity, who was bitten? Come on, Mo, don't climb up on me now. Who did Leon bite in the head? Well, I promised I wouldn't say anything. You promised? He's involved in this too. Involved, huh? Mo must be talking about... Mo, is this the person that you promised you wouldn't say anything? I'm gonna go with... Take that! Yes! I'm so good at this game! Must have been Acro, right? How'd you know? Don't worry about that, Mo. Getting to the bottom of this accident may help solve what happened to the ringmaster. No way. I need to know the truth about what happened to Russell. Please tell me what you know. I'm sorry, Acro. Oh my god, I'm so good at this game! Yes! Yes! Just like you said, you know, the accident. Did someone die? No, but it would have probably been better if he had. Whoa. What? How would that have been better? He's still alive. But when he got bit, he suffered massive brain damage. He'll never recover from the coma that he's in. Coma? All he does now is lie in his bed at the hospital. And that's all he's ever going to be able to do. I see. How is he related to Acro? He's his brother. Huh? The person who got bit was Acro's brother. Is his name Bat? Brother? They were an acrobat team, brothers. Oh my fucking god! No, I'm not psychic! This game is just stupid and full of puns! Acro and Bat, cute nicknames, I thought. Anyway, they're an incredible team, cut down together in their prime. Who is Acro's younger brother? Sean Dingaling! That's not a real name! That's not a real name! No! My Dingaling! My Dingaling! What the fuck? I had to take off my glasses! Oh my god! Oh my god! Dingbat Dingaling! Look! Fuck off! He fell in love with Regina. Trying to win her love was his downfall. Everyone seems to fall in love with Regina. 6 months ago, while we were practicing, all of a sudden Bat blurts out, "Let me perform with Leon!" Why'd he do that? I don't know, but that's what caused the accident. Hey, let me just stick my head in this lion here! I'll never forget that moment. So strange. Leon had the weirdest look on his face. He was smiling. I get to eat this fucker! Keaton, you mean Leon? Yeah, Leon. When he bit down, he was smiling. Mmm, human flesh! This act is over. Some sick grin. Chomp! It's impossible. A smirking lion? A flying murderer? Why does it seem that it's always Mo who catches all these incredible events? Nick, can lions smile? We never told the police about the incident. The circus would have been shut down if we had. Oh, I'm sorry. This guy just happened to go to hospital with brain trauma from being bit by a fucking lion. Next day, the ringmaster took Leon out and shot him with a rifle. So that's what really happened. Well, you guys were so serious. What was I supposed to do? I had to tell you. But all this truthfulness has put me in the mood for a burger. Here, you two have some pepper. There he goes again, acting like his normal crazy self. So nice! What a wonderful sneeze. Huh, you think so? You sneeze with pepper and slip on a banana peel? That's basic clownmanship. Girly, I know you gotta understand that. Nick, I think I make a good clown. Other than Regina, I've never seen a cuter sneezer. Does Regina sneeze with pepper too? She does! Bat would always tease her with pepper. Uh-huh. From my point of view, those two always look so perfect together. They look perfect together, huh? Okay! Hey, this is a lion. You wouldn't know it, but I was responsible for naming all the animals at the circus. You named Money the monkey and Regina's tiger? Guilty as charged. But Leon got his name from the ringmaster. Really? He always said, keep names simple and easy to associate. Nick's name is easy to associate, right? I always told Russell, if that's what you think, then call him Lion the Lion. It's a great name, don't you think? Imagine you could talk. I'm Lion! Lion. That's what Russell said. Don't lie to yourself. That name's awful. Okay. Well, that got us a lot of info. I'm gonna present her with Pepper. That's Pep. Oh, yeah. Right. I did. Not a big fan of Pepper. What about the detention center now? No. Okay. Maybe now I actually do have enough to break the locks. Let's go to Moe's first. Okay. Now let's go to Acro's room. Ah, Mr. Wright. Back again, I see. Well, he did say I'll be back. Wait, was that someone else? We're back because Acro's hiding why his legs were injured. He was hurt in an accident 6 months ago. It seems that he knows we know. Well, it seems you've got things you want to talk about, so fire away. Okay, I assume, from what I've gotten from the game so far, that actually is pretty much like your clue to go, hey, you have everything, so that's good. Alright, let's save. Because if we screw this up, then at least we've got backup. Okay. Here we go. Take that. Time to see into your heart, buddy. About the wheelchair. Pardon me. I have to ask you, how are you injured? I'm sorry, I thought we talked about this. It was an accident that happened during practice. An accident during practice? Yes, unfortunately, acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries. Not wrong. He's lying. If that were the real cause, he'd have no reason to keep it secret. Acro, are you really telling me that the practice accident was the cause of your injury? Okay, we got one. Neon. 6 months ago, you were attacked by the lion. That's when you were injured. One down. No, I'm on the right track. I just need to keep going. You're saying that I was attacked by a lion? Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'm an acrobat. I'm no animal tamer. If the lion was coming at me, I'd be running for the exit. Okay, maybe attacked is not the best word to be using. So let me rephrase that as battled the lion. You seem to enjoy telling jokes. Why would I decide to battle a lion? Because you had to fight it. You had to fight it to save someone. Take that! But it was a shame what happened to your brother 6 months ago. You tried to save him, didn't you? And that's how you got that terrible injury. Yeah! 2 down! Oh, he must have told you. Yeah, we learned about Bat from Mo. But you didn't mention anything about you in regards to the accident. I suppose it was just a slip of the tongue on his part. That's how I figured it out. A slip of the tongue. Anyway, they were an incredible team. Cut down together in their prime. Cut down together. That's where he slipped, and that's how I figured it out. You two ended up at the center of the same accident together, like always. I see. But an accident is an accident. It wasn't anyone's fault. Someone broke Acro's last psych lock. It's supposed to be more incredibly deep-seated secret. It wasn't anyone's fault. Do you care to explain more? Acro, I know you were still hiding something from me. Maybe someone you don't seem to like much is the reason you're being evasive. Take that! Got him! Regina. You always seem calm and collected until you start talking about her. Saying things like she's cruel. Well then, Mr. Attorney, you've got quite the set of eagle eyes. You know, her tiger tried to attack me. Regina tried to attack you? Twice. It wasn't serious, I'm sure. You're not trying to insinuate that I believe she spurred on Leon to attack Bat, are you? Leon was never taught a command to attack people. Regina isn't capable of doing anything like that. Besides, Regina had no reason to want to hurt my little brother. Regina and Bat were such good friends back then. But you still hate Regina. I got proof of it. What? What are you talking about? Oh, maybe I overdid it again. Oh! I can hand something over to Acro. Maybe it'll... Here's proof that you had it out for Regina all along. Where's that note?
Take that!
This... Where'd you get it? Regina posted it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria. Before that, it was in her pocket.
I guess I noticed it was there around breakfast time.
I always take Acro his breakfast in the morning. You wrote this, and then you put it in her pocket. That's right, isn't it? That's right. Well done, Mr. Wright. Got him! Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Sorry. My legs were injured by Leon. 6 months ago. My younger brother, Bat, had a dare with Regina. A dare? An absurd dare. If I can put my head inside of Leon's mouth like you do, I can put my head inside of you. I mean, you have to go through the movies with me on a date. That's insane. Didn't he know how dangerous that is? We all thought he was being stupid too. That line was very old to begin with, and age brought with it countless experience in doing that very trick. Ow! Unfortunately, this particular time, I guess Leon wasn't ready or willing. And that's when the attack happened. He just wanted to take her out to the movies. Take me out! Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da! Da-da-da-da-da-da-da! Poor Bat. When Leon chomped down, I jumped towards him. And then Leon attacked me, and that's how I ended up. What about Bat? He's still in a coma. I went to the hospital yesterday to visit him. I see. I'm still waiting for him to open his eyes again. And that's the reason why I keep going. It is a great song, yeah. Bat and Regina. They're such great friends. Oh yeah, I wanted you to take a look at this. What is it? This is a scarf my brother was wearing when Leon attacked him. Gross! It's covered in blood. The scarf? It was a present from Regina to my brother on the day of the accident. When he did it, he looked like he was smiling. Hey. Leon, obviously. Oh. When he bit down on Bat's head, the expression on Leon's face looked like a grin. Oh my god. Guys? That fucking bitch put pepper. There was pepper. He wasn't smiling. He was sneezing! Oh my god! The scandal! Nick! I know! Mo said the same thing. What do you think it all means? I'll be taking that scarf if you... I'll be taking that scarf if you don't mind. Bitch, it's my evidence! Fuck off! I've already heard everything. So hand over the scarf. But the scarf is evidence in the trial. It's my evidence, not yours! Fuck off! That is for me to decide. No, it's not! It's mine! I think we should begin our preparations now, Acro. Preparations? I've served a summons to Acro to appear in court tomorrow as a witness. Acro, we'll talk more at the prosecutor's office. Acro? A witness? Come, Acro, let's go to the office. Yes, ma'am. So, now that's interesting about the pepper, because, Mo did say that, well, someone said, sorry, not me, that, the pepper, I think it was Acro actually said that, Mo said that he would tease Regina with pepper, right? So maybe an accident. Maybe it may have literally been an accident, who knows, right? But the pepper is 100% involved. It made the lion sneeze. So I wonder how that happened. Now what do you do, Nick? How are we gonna handle tomorrow? Don't worry about it. I'll figure something out. Look at you, all full of confidence. You must have found something you can use. This is all beginning to come together now. It truly is. That says to be continued. Oh, I'm so happy I figured that out. Save progress? Yee. Thank you. I'm fucking hyper about that. That made my day. Good morning, Max. Oh, yeah, good morning, sweeties. You don't seem like your usual sparkling self today. I'm always like this before I go in front of an audience.
Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk.
Get the fuck away, bitch! Regina! How fabulous! My sweetie pie princess! You came to watch my performance today?
Of course I did. Mo told me that I should come and watch this.
Mo said that.
So what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess, you'll fly at the end?
It's not that kind of show. Isn't that right, my sweeties? Huh? I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't. Yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on or even where she is.
Well, Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtain. I'll see you later. Today I'm just a member of the audience.
Fabulous. Enjoy yourself out there.
Good luck, Max. You're the best.
Gina's different, don't you think, Nick? Yeah, different in quotes.
Top of the morning to ya. Everybody, let's get ready to get stuck in legal limbo. How low can you go?
Fuck off. Mo.
Top of the morning to ya, governor.
Top of the morning.
That's the ticket. Attack in a day starts with energy in the morning. The early bird gets the worm, but then again, worms lack higher brain function. Here, Max, I brought you a present. Have some milk.
Oh, ma. Thanks.
So how are you today, right?
Well, I've got the feeling that today I'm gonna face off against real culprit.
You mean Acro?
What? You think he did it?
Be careful. He's used to putting his life on the line. Literally. He's got guts to spare.
It's totally fucking Mo, isn't it? It's gotta be Mo. What? Who else has something to gain from the Ringmaster's death except fucking Mo? If all I've got to worry about south in the type road is, I'm used to it already. It just means that I won't be able to press him like I can other witnesses.
What are you gonna do then, Nick?
I guess today, we'll just have to go without our usual psychological warfare. Today, we rely on evidence. It's the only way we'll get past Acro and to the truth. You're right. Oh, damn! Evidence? I can't believe we have to rely on fucking evidence!
Anyway, I want you to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. And she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father.
Oh yes, let's break the child! You want us to make sure Regina watches?
Yes, that's why I brought her here to court today.
What's that supposed to mean?
She needs to know that when people die, they don't just become stars. They become fucking worm food. I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars.
Yep, traumatize the child. Court is now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Ms. Von Karma, you may proceed with your case. The prosecution would like to revise its previous theory of events. What's the meaning of this? We have discovered a new witness, or shall I say a new eyewitness. One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly off from the scene of the crime. Okay. I had a feeling something like this would come up. Due to this revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. An explanation of prosecution will be presented if the need so arises. Yeah, every order is now gonna be law and order. In fact, my detectives stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene on my orders. Poor gumshoe. Very well, please call your witness to the stand.
Time to get to work, or shall I say, time to walk the courtroom tightrope. Oh yeah. Kinky. Oh my god, he's so cute! Also, how big is that fucking wheelchair, or how small is that podium? Name and occupation. Ken Daly! But everyone calls me Acro. I'm employed as an acrobat at a very big circus. I am not dinging. I'm not doing a ding. Where were you the night of the crime? I was in my room that night. If you look at the map, you will see the witness's room is near the crime scene. My room is on the 3rd floor. The crime scene is below my window. The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you tell us what you witnessed? Okay. My god, that's like the most normal beginning of a trial ever. Yeah, big win, yeah, totally. It was just after 10 o'clock p.m. and I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. And then a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. Okay, interesting. This witness's testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown. If that's the case, there is very little the prosecution need add. All that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the sky that night.
Hold it!
Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness. A foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of a sad fool. A man must know the proper timing for things, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgeworth did. Stop saying his name! Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony? In the words of Miss Von Karma, may I quote yesterday's proceedings? There's no way that actually happened. Very well, you may proceed with your cross-examination. You fool! Okay, here we go. We'll save so that we don't have to go through like all that beginning stuff. Just a lot easier. Canuck, I see what you did there. Stop talking about my heated rivalry. Amazing. Just have checked me out. I was resting in my bed. You said that you were resting in bed. One would thus assume that you turned the lights off in your room, correct? That's correct. But there are safety lights around the outside of the lodging house. It's so bright, sometimes it can make it hard to sleep. If that's the case, wouldn't it be a good idea to close some curtains? He flipped him the bird! I never really thought of that. I guess that means I'm off to buy some curtains. Sometimes I do make myself useful in these chambers. Ow! The witness will proceed with his testimony. Yeah, I know, right? Your room is on the 3rd floor, right? Yes. And you said that you were resting in bed. That is correct. But you were still able to hear a sound from outside. I was indeed. Pressing echo doesn't seem to get results. Maybe something was contradicting what he said just now. Yeah, totally. There's a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given.
Objection!
If there's a contradiction, then prove it with evidence. She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of a contradiction? Do I have evidence? I'm wondering if Did Mo say there was a thump? I'm gonna try. Oh, oops.
Take that!
Nope. What in the world is this? Ow! You just don't get it, do you, Phoenix Wright? What don't I get? You're not going to be able to get through this one with your usual bluff routine. Shit, the client looks to be ready to take off once again, straight towards a guilty verdict. You're bluffing? I will not forgive any more mockeries made of this court. Oops. This? Okay. I got away with it. Okay.
Hold it!
Are you sure it was a human being? It could have been a mannequin or perhaps a large action figure. Well, setting aside the possibility of a mannequin, an action figure is possible. You have no need to mince words with Mr. Phoenix Wright. Testify to the truth and only the truth, just as we were there with you last night. I believe it was a human. Damn, I just strengthens testimony. I wonder if Akro's statement jives with the facts. What's the matter, Mr. Wright? Nothing, Your Honor. Just like I find a clear contradiction, I should tread lightly. Well, I'm actually going to pause here for a minute because we do actually have ads coming and I want to take some time to think about this. So I will be right back, guys. We'll just give it a little bit. We'll get some music on screen. If you're watching the VOD, it'll be instantaneous. I'll see you in a bit. All right, so I've had a little bit of time to think about it. I'm definitely gonna press on this. This one's very interesting and hard. I like this. The light in your room was turned off then, right? That's true. I was going to bed after all. So with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window? The safety lights lit things up enough for me to see. But honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was a person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses on the front. Did you see any of the other symbols? I clearly saw the silk hat, as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. I'm convinced the person I saw was Max Galactica. The more I press him, the less results I seem to get. Maybe there's something fishy? No, there's nothing wrong. I'm not gonna press him. Yet. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming.
Hold it!
When did you start thinking that what you saw wasn't a dream?
Objection!
That's not important. Yes, it is, bitch!
Objection!
I believe the prosecution has done a bit of maintenance on the witness's memory. Just make sure, let's ask the witness. Ow! Objection. Sustained. Don't sustain that. Akro must be lying about what he saw, right? Well, of course he is. The challenge will be to expose his lies in court. Put that pedal to the metal, Nick! Okay. I feel like this is where the contradiction must be, so I'm gonna go through it again. Because he says he saw the hat, but the hat was on the ground? The judge is absolutely a sub.
Objection!
I'm gonna try. Yeah, I'm gonna prevent this.
Take that!
No. Oh my god, yes, I got it. I cannot believe I got that, yes! You couldn't have seen the exact same thing Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that? What do you mean? Silk hat. What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window. Well, you should have tried looking down out of your window that night. That would have been quite difficult, considering the state I'm in. Just looking outside the window was a tough enough challenge for me. That's a shame, because you would have noticed the silk hat found on the scene. That's the ringmaster's hat, right? Afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat. Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has 2 silk hats? No. This is a handmade, one-of-a-kind model made only for Maximilian Galactica. Which means, Acro, that you've been fibbing on the stand! Order!
Objection!
As always, it looks like someone just had to open their mouth before thinking. You okay, Nick? Well, open my big mouth and I have to back it up. How bad, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury in the court today? He has a grudge against Max? Perhaps it is because Acro has a grudge against the defendant. Which is why he's trying to frame Max. Ow! Why me? What'd I do? Never get your fat head in the way of a wit bent on finding justice! That is a fucking quote. Oh my god. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I have a little interest in your silly little theories. He has a grudge against the defendant, huh? You wouldn't happen to have proof of that. Well, that's the thing. Oops. Thanks to you, I got my head lashed! I don't like getting hit for nothing, so how about you answer with an explanation? You okay, Nick? Oh, fuck, I fucked it up. Well, at least it didn't penalize me. That was great. He liked it so much. He was dreaming. It's obvious what Acro saw. He didn't actually see it all. Because it was a dream.
Objection!
So you plan on writing off all the inconvenient facts as nothing but dreams? Maybe you should just pinch your cheeks and see if you're actually awake. Ow! I figure what proof this isn't a dream just fine. Okay, okay, okay. Your Honor, on this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself. On this occasion? Accuses Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of? Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry. Mr. Wright, are you serious? Deadly serious, Your Honor. I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to have learned how to try and grab an audience's hearts and minds. Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book. Really? If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. Birds. He's calm enough for it to almost be scary. He's staying rather calm and collected. Mr. Ding-a-ling, do you have any response to the defense's accusation? I don't really need to say a thing, do I? What do you mean? Everyone, take a good look at me. I can't even stand up on myself, let alone leave the lodging house. That's true. I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his client. But to do this by accusing me of a murder of all things? See? Even a sliver of common sense makes it clear the accusation is ludicrous. She's right! Way to pick up on the disabled, you heartless, cruel man! Phoenix is a poopy! Poopyhead for hashtag. See that, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I can't believe you call him a poopyhead. If you're trying to drum up support from the peanut gallery, that's how you do it. I think that's enough of this little game. I've got a doctor's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand under his own power. Maybe the defense is planning on making a claim to counter things as well? I can hear the defense now. Acro had an accomplice! What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Acro have an accomplice? Of course he did. It's impossible for Acro to be the murderer in this case. If that's the case, then it's natural for one to consider possible accomplices. You don't say. Not good, not good. This isn't going in well. Poopyhead. Don't tell me you think you're gonna get off easy. I like getting off, it's pretty easy. What? You must not have heard the sound just now. Maybe it wasn't clear enough. The sound of you falling into your own trap can be hard to notice sometimes. Mr. Wright, it seems as if you won't be stopping at Acro, will be making other accusations. If Acro did not have an accomplice, things are not looking good for you. I understand, Your Honor. Very well, let's continue. Who perchance would happen to be Acro's accomplice? Money.
Take that!
You don't say! Uh-oh, this is suddenly looking very bad. Don't tell me you think you're gonna get off that easy. What? Oh, did you hear that? Really? It wasn't the monkey?
Take that!
Mr. Wright? Yeah, Your Honor? Ow. The sound of you receiving a penalty! I'm saving. Fuck you. I bet he did. Maybe it's Regina. Let's find out.
Take that!
That wasn't it, was it? Maybe he didn't have an accomplice.
Take that!
See, now I'm just throwing shit at the wall and see if it sticks. I love how I get 2 chances at that. That's really funny. I'm gonna say you did. I think you did. I thought it was a monkey. But I guess if it's not. His brother?
Take that!
No. I'm laughing. I want one more chance at it. I already did Mo, right?
Take that!
Fuck it. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna say no then. Now then, this must be when we get to hear the name of the mystery accomplice. Not this time, Mon Karma. What? You're not gonna sucker me into this one. Oh. What are you blabbing on about? There was no accomplice. Aqua planned and committed the murder all by himself. Wow. Order! What are you getting at? Way to keep them on their toes, Nick. Now I'm gonna have to prove all it fits together. I have to show Acro murdered Russell Berry. Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do that? I know what I can't do. I can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed. Alright, let's do it! Mr. Phoenix Wright. If this witness is the killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, right? Sharon, I'd like you to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, exactly where was Mr. Dingaling? My Dingaling! There's no way he was anywhere but exactly right here. In the plaza? He was at the scene of the crime itself? You're right, though, and the murderer would have to have been a victim, but
Objection!
Ow! Miss Von Karma, stop it! You will be quiet and refrain from striking people! Finally grew a pair! My ding-a-ling! The witness could not have possibly left the lodging house on his own. Not to mention what Mr. Phoenix Wright just said. There was no accomplice, remember? Yeah, you're right. You think I could get another chance? Wait just 1 minute. Ow! Don't forget about my proverbial whip as well. I like that. That's funny. He was on the 3rd floor. He's here the entire time. That's Acro's room. Pretty simple, eh? Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. In that case, there will only be one correct answer. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster. Oh my. you nuts? Let's say, Mr. Dingaling. Dingling! Oh, Dingling! I keep thinking it's Dingaling! It's an interesting theory. That's it. Considering that what you proposed is impossible, yes, that's it. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. As the witness has stated, your assertion is impossible. As he in a wheelchair, there's no way you could go to the scene or be the killer. You got a point. It seems you've forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. Yeah, that's true. Mo said that when he saw Max, didn't he? But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly. Do you mind if I ask a question, Mr. Wright? What is it? I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? If I can't leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume. How did he do it? That's the next course of this legal buffet. Be careful, Nick, if you mess up here. She's right, I can't mess up here. I've got to give this one some serious thought. I'm saving, because that sounds scary to me. Nike did. I'm sure Acro killed the ringmaster, and he did it while he was in his room, no doubt about it. Time to enlighten us as to how Mr. Dingaling committed the crime, Mr. Wright. Could be that. Let's save. I'm scared of everything. That's right, I'm a coward. I'm gonna present some evidence. What do you use to commit the crime? Box.
Take that!
Oh no. I think you should try again, especially before someone gets the chance to say something. Oh no! Yeah, you're probably right. Oh, this piece of evidence— Stop! Stop! You must be penalized. Okay. What's that? A picture? It is indeed. The problem is the item that's shown in the picture. Oh my fucking god, am I right? The bust? It's quite a large bust, and because it's life size, it's also very, very heavy. Heavy? Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death. Especially if it's dropped through a third-story window. Oh, snap! I can't believe I got that right! Oh my god, I was bullshitting! See, this is how Acro is able to kill the ringmaster. Oh, I'm so fucking smart. Oh my god. The force of gravity and Maximilian Galactic example bust. Oh my. Order! So you're saying the bust fell onto the ringmaster? A rather simple crime. Even if you were stuck in a wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit.
Objection!
How could you possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible.
Objection!
Well, Acro's an acrobat. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like the bust. Mr. Dingling, how do you respond to these charges? Oh, the birds have fucked off now, it's on! Well, Acro's at a loss for words. He should be, he knows I'm getting close to the truth. Well, ow! I'd watch what I say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. I demand that we get proper testimony from the witness himself. Testimony, you say? Von Karma. She's just using this testimony as a ruse to stall for time.
Objection!
There's absolutely no need for such testimony.
Objection!
The defense has its version of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond. The defense's objection is overruled. Why can't he see things my way once in a while? Miss Dingling, I'm sorry, but we need you to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony. The witness will have no problems. However, let's all be respectful towards him. Thank you. Woman will sink to any low to win a case. Yeah. Alright, next round. I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have a strong enough body from working as an acrobat and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Thus, it would have been unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think? The birds aren't ableist. Fucking ableist birds. I have no doubts in regards to this witness's testimony. It was impossible for him to lift the bust and stick himself out far enough to look. Not to mention he could not have known the location of the ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to even more severe injuries. That's what I was thinking. What's your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright? I'd still like to proceed with my cross-examination. He's simply stalling. It's shameful, really. I can't let her get to me. I've got to focus. One false step for man. One giant trip for mankind. Okay, well, I've definitely got to save because I kind of wasted a lot of my health there. Okay. So let's look. I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bus.
Hold it!
Have you ever lifted up the bus before? No, I've never actually lifted it up with my own 2 hands. Nice trap! I should get to it, don't you think? I can't let money outdo me on this. Money? And that crazy monkey has lifted Max's bust before? Please continue with your testimony, Mr. Dingman. I knew the monkey had something to do with it. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat and only my legs were injured.
Hold it!
So what have you been doing to keep in shape? Well, honestly, I've given up on training. I don't have any plans to return to the trapeze or the tightrope. You don't say. But, no offense, I'm not worried about losing to you in a race or anything. Neither am I, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I wouldn't lose either, Nick. Whoa! How did the discussion turn to me all of a sudden? I suppose you could say that I'm stronger than the average bear. I'm stronger than the average bear. However, lifting a bust and looking out the window would have been possible. And why is that? Because if I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. I still haven't gotten much feeling back in my legs yet. So you couldn't have thrown that bust out of the window? There's no way I could exert that kind of force on my lower body. But you don't need your lower body if you're sitting down. How long do you think your recovery will take? You have to remember that my nerves were severely damaged. I'm currently undergoing some extremely intensive rehabilitation, but it's still going to take a while before I'm back to 100%. You don't need 100% to shove a fucking thing out the window, you need like 10! There might be another very important point. If the witness was carrying the bust, he would not be able to see out below the window. That's bullshit. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Why do you say it would be impossible? Allow me to explain. You accept that if I was carrying the bust, I couldn't see out below the window? Thus, there is no way that I would know the location of the ringmaster's head. Well, I suppose you've got a point. Hey, Nick. Huh? What if you turn things around? Maybe if you think of it sort of like this. If he knew the location of the ringmaster's head, he could drop the bust. That does make sense. Only I could prove somehow. Macro knew the location of the ringmaster's head without looking down. I think I've already explained things sufficiently. Thus, it'd be unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him. If all you had to do was drop it, then it wouldn't have been a problem at all. If all I had to do was drop it, you're right. I could have done that. However, there's no way that I could land a direct hit on the ringmaster's head. So that kind of makes your theory a bit pointless, doesn't it, Mr. Wright? He's strong enough to lift up the bus. The main problem is how he could have aimed for the ringmaster's head. I wonder if he used some kind of tool to aim for the ringmaster. That's the ticket, Nick. Show him what you've got. I have to be careful to find something that fits perfectly with the case. I don't remember us finding any sort of tool. Maybe we overlooked something. So what have I got in my toolbox, so to speak? I still feel like this box has something to do with it. It's gotta be the box. That's how we knew. Because the guy was stooped over the box. It's gotta be the box. It's gotta be the box. It has to be the box. It's the only thing that makes sense. I'm gonna go with this one. I'm gonna save. Because I'm paranoid. But I'm gonna go with that one. And the box. He put the box there. So that he would look at. Oh my god! And that's why the pepper was in there, because it was a fucking message! It's gotta be the box. Objection! Yes! The pepper was a message! Acro? You didn't really need to lean out the window, did you? What are you driving at, Mr. Wright? You already knew ahead of time when the ringmaster's head was going to be. Quite precisely, I may add. Objection! Your silly hinting at things is pointless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Enough stalling. How about you show us some evidence? I did. Good job hinting. Yeah. Hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright. Maybe you should take a look at this. The key point here is the wooden box. The same wooden box that the victim was found hunched over? The same. The question is, who placed the wooden box here? Who? When Ben and company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box. Which means, this wooden box was already at the scene of the crime. I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense. The moment that the bust came falling down was exactly the same moment the ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. Which means that the answer to all these questions is now crystal clear. Oh my god, and oh my god, and because the note was for Regina, he was trying to kill Regina! Oh my god, this case is amazing! Holy shit, I actually really like this case now that I've got it! You mean, if the bus were to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box, there would be no way it could miss the head of the victim. No! Oh my god, I'm freaking out, you guys. I'm freaking the fuck out right now. Order! This is unbelievable. I'm freaking out, man! Finally, some of these loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. Now I just gotta keep going. There's only one way to go from here. Forward! So the next question I have is, who placed that wooden box at the scene? Yeah, Mr. Dingling, of course. Connected it to a rope, and then all he had to do was lower it down. Ow! Allow me to whip you some more. It's Phoenix Wright! Ow! The ringmaster's head could have been anywhere when he lifted the box. That's why the box was specially made. Specially made. Indeed. It had the most peculiar feature. The weight. The box had a remarkable weight. Weight? According to the court record, it weighs 20 pounds. Just to lift up this wooden box would have required... Oh, I see. One would have to squat down and lift it up with their body, wouldn't you say? That's exactly what I was trying to point out. The box is also very large. The box also has carrying handles on either side, doesn't it? That is correct. To lift up the box, you'd have to squat down. Which means that no matter who you are, your head would be in the same place. Fool! This is great. Does he even bother to listen to me anymore? I've heard what you've had to say. I must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills. Did you do it? Did you place this wooden box in the plaza? Mr. Wright may have a vivid imagination, but I could never have done what he's proposing. What? Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of Max's bust? I remember. Of course I remember. It was on top of the table in a cafeteria. Then what happened to it? I'd like you to remember one important fact, Mr. Wright. I could not possibly leave the lodging house by myself. That means... You understand what I mean, don't you? I may very well have been able to drop the bust from my room. However, how would I have gotten the bust from the cafeteria to my room? It's money. It's the fucking monkey. That thing is shiny. You see, Mr. Phoenix Wright, explain that. Don't forget, you said there was no accomplice. Tell us exactly how the witness would have carried the bust from the cafeteria. Yep, we definitely have a problem here. But this is no place to get perplexed. I'm gonna get my wits about me and prove how things happen once and for all. It's literally the monkey.
Take that!
A monkey? Everyone knows Money. He loves shiny objects of any size. Oh, like when he stole the ventriloquist ring. So, are you saying the witness had a monkey steal the bust? Of course, he didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey stole it on his own and then brought it back home. Home? Money lives in Acro's room. Acro's room?
Objection!
But the bust was bronze, wasn't it? Bronze isn't all that shiny.
Objection!
Maybe you should put the whip down sometimes and read the court record. My, those are some very nice cards he's holding. Yes, and they're made of platinum, which is very shiny. Ah! Acro? Money is a strong monkey, right? It'd be easy for him to bring the bust back to your room. If he wasn't able to handle that himself, I'd be on the market for a new roommate. Order! I said order, Miss Von Karma! Where is the bust in question at this moment? I don't know. We're searching for it as we speak. This is a rather strange turn of events. Let's say that the monkey had not stolen the bust. What would have happened then? Well, in that event, something else would have been used as a murder weapon. Wait. Then you mean this bust was a murder weapon pure by accident? It's possible. Maybe Acro saw Money's mountain of stolen goods and thought to use one on him. Anyway, I think we've more than proven one critical fact. Namely, that it was entirely possible Acro was the murderer. Moron! Mr. Wright's argument was so circular, I'm still a bit dizzy. However, his argument does hold water. There's no denying that. Ow! Don't seem so flamboozled, especially by this fraud of an attorney. Fraud. You've forgotten the absolute most important thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And what is that? You should know. You forgot that your fraud of a magical client was spotted at the scene of the crime. Uh-huh. There's no reason to doubt the clown's testimony. That's true. How do you respond to that, Mr. Wright? Was it Mo? Remember how you saw that the... Okay. New theory. Cause I noticed in the ringmaster's room, okay? In the ringmaster's room, he had the mustache, okay? The mustache was actually on the table. It's removable. It's fucking removable.
Okay? What if Mo the clown picked up the box? Because he just happened to be there. It was after the whole thing. They were all going back to their rooms. Mo the clown comes up and picks up the box and gets his head smashed in. And guess who just happens to be there? The ringmaster. Wearing the cloak. Mo has it. Because Mo is the ringmaster. I am fucking like... Where's my thing? Where's my thing? You see these question marks that are happening? This is me. That's what's happening right now. Gotta fix that. But yeah, oh my god, okay. Have a good one, Breeze. I won't. This is my chance to turn his trial around. When the murder occurred, there were two people at the scene of the crime. One was the victim, Russell Berry, and the other was the murderer himself. Answer this and only this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Who was the murderer the clown saw? What's this supposed to mean? Yes, what is that supposed to mean? Do you mind explaining that to me as well? You're getting barraged with questions, Nick. Why is that? Because you're on the wrong track. Oh, fuck, what? Well, I'm not losing this. Okay, maybe it's too early for that theory. Oh, no, that's fucked. Is it the fucking monkey? The monkey. Nope. I'm mad because I thought I had that. Nope. Okay, I'm very confused then. It wasn't a fucking lion, I'll tell you that. Okay. I'm just gonna go through everybody because I'm like, what? Sure, it was absolutely bad. It was not bad. Okay, I'm curious now because I seem to be fucking this up a lot. No. I lied. I died. Guilty! No, 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 no. Give it back. I am curious. Was it actually the fucking clown? It wasn't. I'm perplexed.
The man, well, he saw who he thought he saw Max.
Take that!
No? Okay, fucking what is... Alright, I'm actually, like, genuinely what? I'm genuinely like, what? What is this? Because I'm actually fucking confused. I did that, though! I did! I fucking did, Russell! I swear I did, Russell!
Take that!
Oh, no! I'm an idiot! I'm an idiot! I'm an idiot! I'm an idiot! I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Wow, that was really obtuse. That, that was stupid and obtuse, but it's the bust. Again. That's dumb. Sorry, that's a bit dumb. Ow! I asked who was the other person most saw on the scene. That evidence has nothing to do with the question.
Objection!
Au contraire, mon frere, it does indeed have something to do with the question. Mo said he saw Max's silhouette. But he didn't actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw. How is that possible? It's a shadow. What really actually is Matt's bust. What are you talking about? Are you trying to use your brain at all in this case? The silhouette he saw was wearing a cloak. It's a shadow. There's no reason why you couldn't attach cloak to the bust. That's true too. It'd be easy to hang one off of the cards in the bust's hands. Oh! Idiot! Who in their right mind would put a cloak on a bust? Doesn't matter who put it on the bust. Oh, just wait a minute now, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? That question is of the utmost importance to the case, don't you agree? Oh, he caught me. So let's have it, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? Now it's time for Richard Berry. Russell Berry. Fool! Him? You're saying it was the victim himself, Russell Berry. That's what I'm saying. The victim himself placed the cloak on the bust. Placed the cloak isn't really the right way of putting it. Then what would be the right way of putting it, Mr. Wright? Explain yourself! Nick, do you really have a handle on all this? Oh, well, fuck, you say that. I don't know, fucking say it again. I'm fine, Maya. I'm finally putting all the pieces together. It's really only one picture I can paint anyway. Alright. So you want to know what really happened that night? Let's step back in time. Acro used a rope to lower the wooden box onto the scene. Then he attached that rope to the bust, and dangled the bust out of his bedroom window directly above the wooden box. At the same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room and went to the scene. Of course, at the time, the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him that night. But just as he feared, he was spotted at the entrance of the lodging house by none other than a ventriloquist and his puppet, Ben and Trio. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over to lift the wooden box. And that's when Acro took his chance and released the rope. Now this is where the magic happens. At the very instant the bust hit the victim... Oh. Shut up. Okay, that's a little dumb. But I love it. You just wait a second there, Mr. Phoenix Wright. As much as you try, as much as you scheme, this just isn't true. It can't be. It's still a little early to be getting so upset, Miss Von Karma. The circus isn't over yet. What? The impact of the bust on the victim threw the cloak up, which snagged onto the bust. That impact also caused a sound a certain witness heard, prompting him to take a look. That witness was, of course, Lawrence Mo Curls the Clown. When Mo looked out his window, the cloak had already snagged onto the bust. Now, having completed the crime, Acro naturally went about pulling up the murder weapon. Of course, he had no idea that Mo saw the bus being raised with a cloak dangling on it. Primarily because in his wheelchair, he couldn't see out of his window. So he just kept pulling the bus up. Bustin' makes me feel good. Bustin', 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 bustin'. And that's how the magical murder disappearing into the sky came to be. Amazing. So you see, the only person who could have pulled this off is the one person who was able to drop the murder weapon from above the crime scene. Acro, could only have been you. Acro's been playing mind games with all of us. He sure has, but he has come to the end of his rope now. So, what now? You've graced us with a rather long-winded tale. But do you have any evidence to prove that your fairy tale is true? Evidence? In this court, only two things matter. The power of evidence and the power of my whip. Don't forget the power of my gavel as well. By our powers combined, we are the Idiot Squad. I'm pretty sure this is where the note's gonna come in. Nick, they say they want evidence. I just explained that there can only be one possible murder. There's still something unusual about Mo's eyewitness account. Unusual? A contradiction, actually. Okay, then use that and get out of this jam. That's enough talking amongst yourselves. Proceed, Mr. Wright. Interesting. Present some evidence to the court that backs your claims. I want hard proof that you've unraveled the trick to this magic case. Nope. Yeah. Let me load. Our powers combined, we are the Idiot Squad. Fuck. Okay. Right, because that was what was wrong about his testimony. He only saw two of them. The silk hat, the cloak, and these white roses. Those symbols were a problem numerous times during yesterday's proceedings. Yesterday, there were two contradictions in Mo's testimony. The silk hat was one, the white roses were the other. But the theory I just presented explains all those contradictions. Ah! Yeah, okay, I thought so. You fool! Do you ever shut up? Max's silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. However, remember what Mo said yesterday. He testified the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat. There's only one explanation for that. The silk hat that Mo saw was actually the bust's. You fool! Makes sense if you look at it that way. Then he did see the silk hat. Well, sort of.
Objection!
Fine, you've got one, but what about the other contradiction? The other? Remember what that ventriloquist said in court? He said that he witnessed white roses on Max's chest that night. But the clown's testimony doesn't match. The clown said there were no white roses. I'd like to see you try and explain that one. Can you do it, Nick? Of course, I can explain all of it. Can you now? What was that? Please recall the instant when me the cloak snagged onto the bust. cloak snagged onto the bus. What happened to the white roses? Inside out. Boy, you turned me upside down and round and round. Do you get it yet? The cloak got snagged onto the front of the bus. It means that the white roses would end up on the back of the bus. Which explains why Mo didn't see them. The white roses were not visible because they were on the back side of the bust. I liked my theory better when it was the fucking clown that died. Order! This is quite the shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds a bit absurd to me. However, let's just keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads. Let's do this, Nick. Then maybe Von Karma will finally throw in the towel. Bird. Well, so much for that theory. Mr. Wright, do you mind? What is it? You took the time to research our circus, didn't you? Well, yes, I did. Is there something making you think that I didn't? If you did, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track. Why is that? Motive. This witness feels an incredible debt of gratitude towards the Ringmaster. He wasn't trying to kill the Ringmaster. Anyone with any relation to the circus is well aware of this. Thus, there's absolutely no way someone like this would kill the Ringmaster. Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Acro's story. What about his relationship with the Ringmaster and his life up till now? What do we do? There's no doubting that Acro deeply respected the Ringmaster. Acro's motive, huh? It seems this case isn't over yet. Very well. However, I feel this is a good place to take a break. I will listen to the rest of the Mr. Dingling's testimony after recess. This court will now take a 10-minute recess. To be continued. And you know what? That's actually a great time for me to take a break. That's fantastic. But yeah, we'll get into the motive. So the motive I'm thinking is that he wanted to kill Regina. He thinks Regina murdered his brother. Well, murdered, quote unquote, or murdered the lion, right? So I think he gave that pocket. He wanted her to go there. She was like, I didn't murder anybody because she's a fucking ditz, right? And she wasn't a murderer. She didn't murder the lion, right? But he feels like his brother is dead because he's still in a coma. So, murderer, right? Or that Regina got the lion killed because of it. So I'm gonna guess that that's what it was. He did murder the Ringmaster, but he didn't mean to. He meant to murder Regina. Anyway. I'm gonna pause here, guys. So, 5-minute break. If you're watching the VOD, it'll be instantaneous. Otherwise, I will see you in a bit. We're back. Let's roll. I'm so excited. I can't believe it's Acro! It's pretty shocking, isn't it? It definitely is, and think he was always most straightforward of the group. Jeebus, am I that hated? Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose. He did? But nothing but a little old nobody, you know? But you're not. Which is kind of the reason why. Ahem! Hey, pal! You won't ignore me after I went all this trouble to bring you some evidence? Ah, Detective Gumshoe. Ah, forget it. I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyway. Now, Detective, I'm sorry. Why don't you relax a little? We've got some really tasty milk. How about a card trick, Detective? Well, if you insist. The dick is here! Now about that evidence you mentioned, what is it? Here you go. Huh? This was yesterday in Acro's room. Yup, and I've included the forensic results. Take a look at it later. Won't Miss Von Karma be mad that you're doing this? That's why all this is a secret. Shocking! Huh? Look, details are on a need-to-know basis, and we're not really allies or anything. But everything that's happened in court up till now has gone according to our plan. I don't know, Miss Von Karma didn't seem in control of things in there just now. Thank you for that, Canuck. You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were set in motion. Final plans? Uh-huh. That reminds me, I got a message from the prosecutor for you. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end. That's it. And that's it for me too, pal. I'm out of here. What do you mean by that, the very end part? I'm not sure. It was all pretty cryptic to me. Oh, one more thing. Okay, fucking Columbo! Looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant.
What? For me?
It's milk. The reception area looks like some kind of dairy. So hurry up and drink it all before it spoils.
An entire dairy's worth of milk for me?
Cute. Court is now back in session. Miss Von Karma, please continue from where you left off. I'd like to continue with Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I'd also like to prep proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Acro would have to commit this crime. Understood. Now, Mr. Dingling. Yes, Your Honor. Please proceed with your testimony. Fine when we get to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay? Just do me a favor, don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. Amazing. All right, here we go! When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster of the very big circus, Russell Berry, took us in. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life. Okay. You're such a thoughtful young man. As you heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone could think that Acro would kill the man he held in such esteem. You are absolutely right. How can anyone think that, Mr. Wright? Which is why there's no real need for cross-examination, is there? Actually, that's a question I'm trying to answer myself. Why would Acro kill the ringmaster? This might be my last chance to answer that question. Of course I'll cross-examine. Fuck off. Defense has a right to cross-examine the witness. You're so tactless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You don't care about justice, do you? You just want to fabricate a motive. Very well, Miss Wright, cross-examine the witness. I'm gonna poop his pants. He's got lactose. Alright, the only reason I'm saving is because I'm so low on health. I have no way of getting it back. I just don't want to go through that bullshit again. Hold it! We. Yes, my brother Sean and I. What? You have a brother? How old were you when this happened, Acro? I was 8 years old and my brother was 4. Your parents were very cruel, weren't they? Nowadays, we aren't bitter about what happened to us, because it allowed us to meet the wonderful people at the very big circus. Nick, the judge is getting misty-eyed. A soft spot for sob stories, looks like. Ow! No crying in court! Let's keep going. The witness may proceed with his testimony! Amazing. Hold it! How would you describe your relationship with the ringmaster? He was like an uncle, a father, and a big brother all rolled up into one. The ringmaster and my brother were the only family I had. What about other people at the circus? This was over 15 years ago. Back then, there were very few customers coming in, so no one really had the time to look after us. They were worried about other things. But the ringmaster, he would always come and see us with a laugh and a smile. What a beautiful story. That's why I was always thinking about what I could do to help. I wanted to thank him. Nick, isn't Acro such a wonderful person? I know. He seems like a nice guy, which is what makes this so difficult. So how long have you been a performer? Hold it! You started off as an acrobat at that early of an age. I begged the ringmaster until he finally agreed to let me do it. Ever since then, I've been in incredible physical shape. That's also when I decided to form a group with my brother. We called ourselves the Flying Dinglingberries! The Flying Dingleberries. It's nearly a household name. I've even heard of them in Germany. Liar. The point is that I wanted to be of some use to the circus. You're truly a remarkable young man. Judge keeps looking at Acro almost like a proud father. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life. Hold it! Did you ever have any trouble with the ringmaster? Ow! How could you ask such a thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have some sort of fundamental misunderstanding of this witness's testimony? Or the heartfelt emotions contained within? You better think about this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You better think hard. Ow! Ow! No matter how you look at it, there's no way I could see this witness ever taking the victim's life. Ta-da! Exactly. I've been waiting for you to say that, Your Honor. Nick, I hate to say it, but I agree with him. I was trying to chase down the truth, but I ended up looking like a jerk. I think that'll be enough for now. Pondering whether or not this man would kill the ringmaster leads me to believe that it's pretty unlikely. Exactly right, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, I'd like to ask you a question. Go ahead, Your Honor. I'd just like to know, can you provide an explanation as to why Acro would want the ringmaster dead? No, I can't provide one. Nick? Yeah, I didn't even have to think about it. It was obvious from the start. Your Honor, the reason Acro killed the ringmaster is something that can't be proven. What? That's because Acro had no reason to kill the ringmaster at all. Ow! Your foolish attempts to fool us like foolish fools is so foolhardily foolish. Did you forget? You made an accusation against this witness, did you not? I believe it was, this is the real killer of Russell Berry, ringmaster. If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right. The end of things? Acro? You didn't plan to kill the ringmaster at all, did you? The ringmaster wasn't your target that night. What'd you just say? I'm saying that the target of this witness murder plot was not the ringmaster. Because it was never his intention to kill Russell Berry to begin with. What? Yep, called it. Bailiff, I don't care who it is. Smack anyone who's loud in the face, twice if you must. Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to my court? Ow! Mr. Phoenix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to his court? Are you attempting to imply that Acro was trying to kill someone else? I think I can present this. This out! This is my evidence out! What are you doing? What? Ow! There's 14 more where that came from. Hold it right there. You can take your time with the other 14 later. But for now, let me see that evidence once again. I'm so scared what will happen. Oh! Okay, alright. I thought that would be enough, because that was the note. I guess, if I go back... Yeah, guilty. If I go back, I need to show Regina, and then the note, I'm assuming. Like, I thought I could do the note first, but I have to establish who it was he was trying to kill and then why. I don't think it's gonna throw me that far back. It basically throws me back, I think, to the save. Okay. Alright, it did put me a little bit back.
Hold it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go a little bit further. Yeah, it's gonna take me here. Oh, do I have to do all of them again? Ugh!
Hold it.
Sorry, give me a second. Apparently I have to do all of them again. I'm just button mashing.
Hold it.
Okay, here we go. Let's quickly save here, because then I don't have to go through that shit again. God, that's so annoying sometimes, where it's like, it puts you that far back, and then you have to go through everything. I can't provide one. Yeah, we know we didn't kill him. Let's quickly, like, save again, just in case, so I don't have to go through all that shit. It's not the best time to save, but that's okay. It gets me further in, come on. The Ringmaster wasn't your target that night. This is a good place to save. Okay. I just need to get to the point where it asks for the thing. Okay. We got to the order, the donk-donk. Yes. Okay.
Take that!
Regina Berry? This young girl is the ringmaster's daughter, correct? We got there eventually. Let me save. Like I said, I was hoping that the note would be acceptable, but I guess it's no, I have to say who it is and then why. Acro, you're really aiming for her that night, weren't you?
Objection!
You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited leading question.
Objection!
He could easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, all he has to say is, you're wrong. That's it. That's it, huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Enough, Mr. Wright. Allow me to get whipped. The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself. Huh? And that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence now. I want to know why Acro would want to kill Regina Berry. Okay, this could be tricky. Because it's motive. Yes, me too. I demand to see some proof. It's going to be either the lion or his brother. I'm going to go for his brother.
Take that!
All right, Mr. Wright. At this point, the only thing that's important is evidence. That better not be a bluff. You're not going to... Ow! You're not going to fool me? Okay, no. Let's go back to the lion. Let's go to the lion, then.
Take that!
Really? Is it the note? What the fuck? See, the wording gets confusing sometimes for me, because it's like, it wants to know, like, why he would want to kill her. Well, it's, you know, his brother, or the lion, right? That's the motive. The motive is he's got personal reasons. So those are the personal reasons. But now I bet you it's the fucking letter.
Take that!
Fuck off! See, it's a little twisted. It doesn't read right to me when I read it out loud like that. That's what they want at that point. You know, like, this isn't the motive. This is the evidence. I don't know, man. Whatever. You remember this, don't you? It's a piece of paper that we found inside the ringmaster's tailcoat. Inside the victim's tailcoat? Acro wrote this note. It's ironically entitled, To the Murderer. Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 o'clock. So you're saying that he called Russell Berry with that note? Yes, but there's just one little problem. Acro did indeed place this note in someone's pocket. However, I can't see evidence that supports the motive, but, you know, it was confusing. You mean it wasn't for the... That's exactly what I mean. The person this note was intended for was none other than Regina Berry. Order! Mr. Wright, this little theory of yours? It's the truth, Your Honor. It isn't a theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her. Which is why the morning of the crime, she placed it on the cafeteria's bulletin board. That's when her father, the ringmaster, saw the note? That's correct. The ringmaster ended up in the plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake. Instead of Regina. That's incredible! Remember the testimony that Acro gave us earlier today? Lifting the bust and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. If I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. Acro had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza, because he couldn't look down out of his window to see who it actually was. Got it! Acro thought it was Regina down in the plaza! And that's when he let the bust fly. Hey, Nick? Isn't Regina listening to all this from the audience? She is, unfortunately. It's only gonna get harsher from here. I hope Regina can handle it. Acro wrote this note to Regina.
Objection!
Foolishly foolish fool with foolish ideas. You're so foolish, you've even made me sound like a foolhardy fool. Very well, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If you're so sure, then tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Yeah? What about that line? Well, if the note was meant for Regina Berry, it would mean that this note is declaring Regina Berry as a murderer. You just don't get it, do you? What'd you just say? Actually, you know what I didn't do? I never looked at this. That scarf stained with his blood and a small quantity of pepper. The ringmaster knew what this note meant, which is why he went to the plaza, in place of his lovely daughter. Hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that's alluded to in the note? The incident 6 months ago. I know all about it. An incident occurred 6 months ago, and now I'm more than ready to show this court what happened at that time. Moron! Wait, are you sure that it relates to the present case? Oh god, I'm gonna save, because I don't want to go through all that again. The only reason I'm doing this is so I don't have to go through it again. It does indeed, Your Honor. Everything in this case has its start in what happened 6 months ago. Really, Nick? I think so. Well, and if that's the case, hurry up and tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? I know I'd certainly like to know what it is. If I can't answer that question, the judge is gonna think I'm bluffing. Oof. I'm literally just so fucking paranoid now. The conclusive evidence about the incident 6 months ago is actually the rag. What? This is it? Well, I kind of figured that I'd try and get rid of evidence. I didn't need it. No, let me, damn it! I was trying to get back to load again. I'm so glad I saved. Oh, for fuck's sake. Piss off! It's the pepper. Okay, it's the pepper. Okay, it's the pepper jar, not the scarf. I was thinking that, and I went with the scarf because I got excited. It's the pepper jar. Where is it? Here, it's this. What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It isn't a joke at all. It's the decisive evidence he asked for. What do you mean? Recall that the victim was trying to take the wooden box away with him. He's doing so because this piece of decisive evidence is what was inside. Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Wright, what exactly are you saying? Are you claiming Regina Berry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper? Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you can draw.
Objection!
Foolish fool who never tires of his own foolish ways. If you're so sure, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then answer this question before we save the fucking game again. Because having one life is very annoying. Who was Regina Berry's intended victim? Who is this? That is Acro's younger brother.
Objection!
What does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead? Technically, that's true. However, Bat has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Acro could feel that his brother is dead. I call that. Regina, she did that to him? Spend your entire life dreaming up new ways to be a fool? Naturally, the prosecution has looked at Acro's brother, Sean Dingaling. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and fell into his current comatose state. A lion? Miss Regina Berry is an animal tamer by trade. However, no tamed animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. They wouldn't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina could never do something like that. It's just not in her. So then what happened to Acro's brother? He's not the victim of an attempted murder, he's the victim of an accident. Give me a second. I see. Now what do we do? No one seems to be going along with your theory. Do you think what happened to Bat was actually an accident? It was just an accident. I suppose it was truly an accident. It's essential that a man knows when to give up, Mr. Phoenix Wright. It's impossible to prove Miss Berry's involvement in a murder attempt, isn't it? Instigating a lion to attack? Never heard of something like that. And I think that the defense claimed this was conclusive evidence. A small bottle of pepper. A lion. What's their connection? Ah! What's the matter, Nick? I figured it out! Wow, it was right in front of my nose the entire time! Your Honor? Wait! What is it? The lion biting Bat was no accident at all. What? You're such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix Wright. There's no way Regina would ever incite her lion to attack another human being. She may not have incited the lion to attack another human being, but Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Acro's brother Bat.
Take that!
That's just a scarf, Acro. This scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct? That's right. And who's the one that gave the scarf to Bat? Regina. Regina gave it to him. Regina? There's something more than just blood on this scarf, Your Honor. What might that be? Pepper. Pepper? Pepper. Regina gave the scarf to Bat right before the accident, and she covered it with as much pepper as she could. Hey, what's with the silent treatment? Oh my god, the bird's pecking his head! Excuse me, Mr. Wright? You've done a good job of fingering a criminal. Oh my. But out of curiosity, what was her crime? Miss Berry gave a pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. Where's the crime in that? It still seems like the judge just doesn't get it. Oh boy. Mr. Phoenix Wright, wasn't it said that the lion seemed to be smiling? Smiling? The lion was smiling? Right before Bat was bit by the lion. For a moment, the lion's mouth changed and it looked like he was smiling. Lions smile? I've never heard of them smiling, however. Lions sneeze. Whoa. Leon wasn't trying to bite Bat at all. In reality, all he actually did was sneeze. That was a sound effect. He sneezed because of all the pepper on the scarf. What? You fool! Is she like Lord Donator? You've gotta be kidding me.
Objection!
What's the matter, Miss Von Karma? I object for objection's sake. Miss Phoenix Wright, this theory, you believe it? You really intend to say this is a joke of an accident actually happened? Of course I do. It's the truth. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Acro nearly lost his brother due to this accident, or this joke, as you put it. Which is why he tried to get his revenge against Regina. In the original, they crushed the photo and made it fade to red. Oh, damn. You foolish idiot. It almost does seem like a terrible joke, doesn't it? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. To think that there's someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves. Are you telling me that what I said was true? Acro? You can't mean witness! Are you confirming the defense's claim? Mr. Wright? Unfortunately, your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder. What do you mean by that? The pepper, the scarf, the lion. I see where you're going, but it's a bit hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact that there's an even bigger problem with your theory. What would that problem be? The same problem it's always been. Evidence. If I drop Max's bust on top of the ringmaster, where's the evidence that proves that claim? I love how the bird is pecking at his head. That's real funny. You mean the conclusive evidence? The biggest problem is the murder weapon, or the lack thereof, to be more precise. The murder weapon. The bust that the defendant claims was used. If that were to be found in Acro's room, and if it was covered with the victim's blood, that would be awfully conclusive in my eyes. Yes, it would be. The bust. Nick! I've gotta do something. Yeah, I've gotta save. I do want to see something funny. Show me what is funny. This is the last step. Search his room. The defense requests to search the room and the witness, Ken Dingling. What is it now? It looks like you still haven't figured things out, have you? By now, you must know the meaning of Von Karma total justice. You mean... A Von Karma never leaves anything to chance. We already searched Acro's room yesterday. Which fine. There's no reason to even say it. If we found what you think we found in that room, Acro would not be here as a witness. But to put a point on it, Max's bust was not in the room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for. You see, Mr. Wright, the bust wasn't in my room. Furthermore, Detective Dick Gumshoe executed the search by complete surprise, and we took Acro directly to the prosecutor's office after that. End of story. Just wait a second. Something's funny about all this. Looks like you lacked the final nail to put in my coffin. But what about the scarf? What about the note? What about the Mr. Wright? No offense, but the only evidence that is relevant here is that which pertains to the death of the ringmaster. You should know that by now. Do something, Nick. Don't let this case slip away. Jeez, I'm fucking trying, girl. Trust me. The bust, where is it now? Where's the bust right now? Phoenix Wright, you know where that bust is, I'm sure you do. There's not even a single clue. How am I supposed to know where the bust is? Seeing this case is coming to a close. The defense's counter-arguments look to have fallen short. What? Thank you for your support. I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wright. I think that brings to an end the cross-examination of this witness. Did I fail? Hold it! Where is Max's bust? The defense needs time to prepare to present its lace. I mean, case. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous and I just bit my tongue. Huh? What? We need time to do what? Wait, ow! Why are you the most surprised person here? She's your aide, isn't she? Do you really have a case to present, Mr. Wright? What? Are you asking me? The rest is up to you, Nick. Good luck. Hey, wait, you can't be serious. Acrobates always have their lives on the lines, don't they? That's how Acro's lived his life until now. Now it's time for us to walk across our own tightrope. If we don't, we're certain to lose. Oh, fuck off. Okay. Okay. I sense that we're coming to the end here. He doesn't have a clue, and I don't think he'll be finding one anytime soon. The tightrope of logic. There's no room for a false step. Sink or swim, the only way through is forward. The murder weapon. Where is Max's bust now? Somewhere in the lodging house. There's no doubt in my mind, the bust is somewhere around the lodging house. You don't say. You better not say. In fact, allow me to be even more specific to the location. You can find it. I want to say in the plaza near the scene. It's hidden. It's buried in the plaza. You had the scene of the crime and no one noticed it? How could you possibly think that? Have you ever heard the old saying, it was hiding right under your nose? That about sums it up. Uh-oh. I should rethink that, shouldn't I? Oh, shit! No, it's in Moe's room. The hole in the ceiling. And the broken trampoline. You remember how I pointed that out? I was just like, is it this? I second-guessed myself. I really shouldn't have. It's definitely in Moe's room. He dropped it through the ceiling. The accused will surrender to the court immediately. Blah, blah, blah. I pointed out that hole for a reason. The hole, the trampoline. I'll bet you it's in Moe's room. In the floor. Give me a second. Okay. You can find it in Moe's room. Indeed, it's in Moe's room. That clown? You don't mean... Why would the bus be in Moe's room? That's simple. I couldn't think of any other rooms it could be in. Ow! What? Nick, what about where Ben and Trilo are standing? Where were they standing? Maybe she's onto something here. We searched that room inside and out. There was absolutely no sign of a bust. Where the fuck were they standing? Yeah. Shut up. I hate having to go backwards. I thought I had it. I thought I fucking had it. I guess I didn't. Alright, try again. I'm gonna say from here, then it's easier. Somewhere in the big top? It must be somewhere in the big top. It's in the big top? Mr. Wright, where in the big top will we find it? No, where? Would it be? In the big top. Centering? Have you heard him saying, if you like it, then put a ring on it? It's kind of like that. Oh my fuck, that's funny. Put a ring on it. I like all these actual wrong answers. They're kind of funny. It's obvious. It's somewhere in this courtroom. It's obviously where. I'm gonna pinpoint the location of the bust once and for all. The witness stand. Acro, I'm sorry to ask this, but do you mind if I take the blanket off your wheelchair? I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear you, Mr. Wright. Well, you are a big guy and you have a pretty big wheelchair because of it. I actually didn't think that. I just want to make sure you weren't hiding anything under that blanket. Because it seems to me that it'd be real easy to say, hide a bust under there? Once again, your penchant for humor hits me where it hurts, Mr. Wright. I think it's pretty amazing that you can laugh in your position. However, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bust is under there. We all know that you can't leave the lodging house by yourself in your condition. That proved inconvenient when Miss Von Karma happened to search your room yesterday. If she had found the murder weapon in your room, it would have been all over. Which is why you had to hide it. In the only place that you could hide it. Under your wheelchair. Wow, I actually didn't think that was right. Which is why, Acro, I have to ask you again. Would you please remove the blanket from your lap? It makes sense, though. Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played. Amazing. She's so fucking mad! You fool! How could you? She's so mad! She's big mad! You got me. I've been bagged by a real pro. Actually, two of them. Two of them? Miss Franziska Von Karma and Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? There's just one thing I'd like to know. How did you know to launch the surprise search of my room last night? There were two pieces of decisive evidence, the cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away with the trash. Eugene always took my trash out every morning, you know. So you want to know if what happened? You picked another two? Yeah, sure, tell me. But the bust, obviously I couldn't throw that away. When you executed your search, all I could do was try and hide the bust. And the only place that I could hide it quickly was under this wheelchair. Miss Von Karma, you had things all figured out, didn't you? I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. And now to be caught in the middle of court hiding the murder weapon. There's no way I can escape that. So you've got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Miss Von Karma. It all makes sense now. I can't believe that Von Karma thought that far ahead. It's amazing. Uh-huh, you definitely couldn't tell by looking at her. I know I sure couldn't. I can't believe it. Me! Make a mistake! Why did I order a surprise search of your room? If only I hadn't done that!
Scannock wants to change the subject. What song is Von Karma banging on her desk to?
Bang
Long
your
answers
head!
only.
Mental health will drive you mad. It seems we finally arrived at the truth. Pick under the judge. He gets extremely mad and gives you a 70 plus 20 penalty. Oh my god, that's funny. So we finally arrived at the truth. Acro? Yes, Your Honor. Did you kill the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Mr. Russellberry? Yes, Your Honor. I'm responsible for that crime. Acro. All my brother wanted was for Regina to like him. That's why he'd tease her. One day, my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. She started sneezing so hard, you couldn't help yourself from laughing. That's why Regina thought it'd be funny to get him back in the same way. And that's why she covered the scarf with pepper. I know she didn't mean for anything bad to happen. I know this. She just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times, too. Yeah, pick under the bench, you get a normal penalty, but few screens of whipping. Nice. But I just couldn't forgive her, no matter what. What am I truly guilty of? I'm guilty of never, ever being able to understand her. Your brother became a star. Regina believes in that so purely that she would laugh innocently when saying it. Too innocently. I just couldn't stand it, no matter how hard I tried. That's when you decided to do something about Regina. How dreadful. So are you saying that you're a victim in all this as well? No, that's not what I mean. I'm nothing but a murderer. That's who I am. At first, I thought I'd kill myself. Then I pondered giving myself up. But I couldn't just up and leave. I just couldn't, not yet. That's why I tried to pin this on Max. Max, I'm so sorry. I just couldn't up and leave yet. This has been such a strange case. It's almost a reflection of the circus itself. I'm an idiot! I can't believe it. You beat me again! I believe this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion. Thus, I'd like to declare my verdict. Not guilty! This court is adjourned. We did it! We did it! We did it! December 30th, 4:27 p.m. Fabulous! But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about this. Acro, the ringmaster, Regina, and Bat? Not a single one of them was a bad person inside, huh? That's a good question, and one I don't know the answer to. Many congrats, but only a Maximilian of them! Thank you. What's with the vibe in this room? We're just thinking about Acro. No! If you worry about people too much, then you'll be like this forever and you'll never be happy. Huh? She's been like this for a while now. Sweetie pie. Acro never got me back! Who's got his winner? Regina. Is right? Tell me something. What do you want to know? Yeah. Acro said something right at the end. I just couldn't up and leave yet. Does that mean that Acro is he gonna try and get his revenge on me? He's not gonna do that to you, Regina. Are you sure? You're really sure? I can't believe that. Yep, Acro doesn't have any desire for revenge anymore. It is true that I want to see some evidence. Huh? I'm just making myself up about Acro not wanting revenge. Hey guys! Is there actually something I can use here? I always get this wrong! I mean, well, maybe?
Take that!
Acro didn't want to get caught for a reason. He wanted to see his brother open his eyes again. That's right, Regina. He's still alive. Oh! Oh, fuck, I did it! Yeah! Oh my god, I finally got one! He's still alive, you know? I never knew. But now that Acro's been caught... Uh-huh. I know! What? I'll do it. I'll stay next to Bat as long as it takes. Until he opens his eyes, and then until he can meet Acro again. Oh, that's so sweet of you, Regina. I'm sorry, Acro. I'm sorry, Bat. Well, hopefully this is enough to give her a little peace of mind. Hey, Max. What is it, Mo? We really put you through a lot, didn't we, buddy? I'm sorry about what happened. So whenever you'd like to leave us, I'll pay your fee and rip up the contract. Oh, I understand. What a fabulous thing to do for me. I might even leave tomorrow. What's going to happen to the circus now? That's the big question. The ringmaster was really an amazing person, wasn't he? Even though he's not here anymore, everyone is sticking together. The staff, the performers, no one wants to leave the circus. That's why I've made a decision. What is it? I've decided that I will take over as the new ringmaster. I'll turn this circus into the best circus the world's ever seen! The best circus the world's ever seen. Don't laugh! That's quite the goal. Yay, I can't wait! Then I guess that changes things. Huh? Well, there's only one thing the best circus the world has ever seen needs. The world's best illusions. Which means the circus needs the best magician the world has ever seen. Max? Let's work together and make our circus super fabulous! What do you say, big guy? I don't know what to say. All I can say is thank you. Oh, Regina, you're gonna help him out too, aren't you? I don't know. Maybe the circus would be better off without me. What are you talking about, Regina? Why do you think that I brought you to court today? We gotta work together to make the very big circus bigger than it's ever been. Mo's right, sweetie pie. It can't be the very big circus without Regina Berry. Max. Nick! It seems like everything is gonna turn out alright here. I can't wait to see the best circus the world's ever seen. We'll save you the most fabulous seats. It'll take us a while to get ready, but I'm gonna go order special whoopee cushion seats! Okay. I see. What made the case? Yesterday's surprise raid. It really paid off, just like you said it would, sir. You had it all figured out, didn't you? It was just a theory. If Acro really was the killer, I thought this was the only way it could end. Especially if he was the defense attorney. You mean Mr. Wright? It's a beluga! Of course. Well, detective, my plane is about to leave. As for Mr. Acro's case, you need not worry. I plan to personally stop by the chief prosecutor's office as soon as I get back! Understood, sir. I'll be waiting for you, Mr. Edgeworth! Yay! Daddy's home! Heated rivalry! Oh my god, guys! We fucking did it! We did it! We did it! And he's coming home! Fuck yeah! Oh my god, I'm so excited. But that is it for today. Because I can't think of going forward right now after that incredible trial, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I am over the moon with how this is going. This was added to the HD trilogy, this next one. Oh my fuck, that's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing! Next time, we will see you for more Justice for All. Until then, stay on the edge of your seat. Goodbye!